The work that we're going to show you now is a performance that Bawb has been working on since March, I think. It's a development of what we call an interactive performance, and with that it means that there's elements of performing and taking part, and it's been made specifically for people that are living with dementia. We have a big dance and dementia programme already, which involves mainly workshops, dance movement sessions, which are very effective and very popular. But we wanted to test out an idea of trying something more, with something very different, but incorporated those elements that we knew worked as well.
The idea was brought about that we could create a performance that we could take in to the homes that was just on a different level, I suppose, to take something a little bit more professional to them, to apply to all their senses.
The performance is based on reminiscence, so it's taken dance styles, costumes, music, props, photographs from the 1920s upwards. I think we go up to the 1960s.
Recently, just in a weekly session, we had this gentleman who he hasn't been to one of my sessions for at least 4 or 5 months. As I was closing the session, I put on a John Denver song. I came to him and I just held his hands and I just said, "Thank you." And he just started miming the words to the song, and he was looking directly into my eyes and he was just going, and it was just the most beautiful moment, to the point where we replayed the song all again just so he could sing the whole song to me in his mimed voice, because something had hit him in that second and I didn't want to move away. And it's those moments where you're like, this is why I've been here for you know, these weeks and weeks, or this whole session. Nothing else matters except for this moment.
There's been a number of training workshops for practitioners in the field. There's been a number of conferences and so forth that we have taken the performance along to be able to show our colleagues in the sector, to get feedback from experts, I suppose, in a way, from those that are working in this kind of field as well and can help us and support us in developing the piece.
Doing sessions in care homes and working with people with dementia, Parkinson's and the elderly, it's really helped input with this project as well. Yeah, so because we're actually meeting people and finding the need, developing the dance so that it, you know, reaches everybody.
The dance, yes, I enjoy that very much. It's really, really nice.
There's more and more research being developed with dementia and Parkinson's and the elderly, and I think this, you know, music and movement is a big input for health and well-being.
I enjoy just to make friends, you know.
Oh, that was good, that. Dancing all over the show.
The culture team has appointed an artist who's specifically working through the archives at the moment on several different projects, and has been to see this performance a number of times. And through watching the performance, she's made notes of what she feels that they have on catalogue that would work really well in this work. And she already has a list of things that she feels that are there that could make this whole experience a lot more special.
I sifted through more than 40 collections which were put together in the 90s. A lot of what was treasure, really. I've done lots and lots of work taking some of the collections out with me to day centres and other places. Worked with lots of different groups in different settings. Always very positive responses.
I think it's just a chance for people to feel like they're taking part, they're participating in the performance. So they're not just, something's coming into a care home setting or wherever and it's being done to them. They can actually join in, they can take part. And obviously the experience of trying something on or touching and feeling objects as part of that performance, it just adds another facet to the experience.
Whenever I take the objects out somewhere, you end up with an incredible session where people are laughing and reminiscing and remembering things that may not be related to those objects, but it's just unlocking those memories. And so it clearly works.
This whole thing is to try and draw people together, to draw anyone into the room that they can connect and I suppose facilitate a space for connections to happen, for community to happen, get them to play a game together or sing a song together and for them to see that we can help them and bring them together and create that lovely kind of community feel.